This is Joseph Barone of A Fool for Learning, and our foolish thought for today is a complaint can lead to excellent customer service. Last June, I brought my vehicle into the dealership to have a safety recall repair completed. I left my house at 6:10 a.m., arrived at the dealership at approximately 6:45 a.m. for my 7 a.m. appointment. My car was taken in by the service manager at about 7:05, 7:10 a.m., as there were a couple of people ahead of me in line. As it was a nice June morning, I decided to walk around the dealership lot, and it is a very, very big lot, to get some exercise. At 8 a.m., my car was still in the dealership lot waiting to be worked on. At 8:30 a.m., it was still in the dealership lot. However, by 8:45 a.m., it had been taken in for service. Over an hour and a half from the time my appointment was made to the time it was taken in. At 10:10 a.m., I noticed that my vehicle was back in the lot. About 10:30 a.m., I went to see the service manager to check on the status of my vehicle. Oh, I was told, they're still working on it. And so I waited in the lounge, and about at 11:05 a.m., I received a call from the service manager that my vehicle was ready. I picked up my vehicle and headed home. The next day, I received an online survey from the dealership about the service, and I, of course, completed it. I wrote in detail with the timeline that I was not satisfied with the service, and I noted that this was my second vehicle I had purchased from them, and that I may rethink when it is time to purchase a third. Last December, I brought the vehicle in for another safety service check to see if a particular part had to be replaced. Before I could get comfortable in the lounge, the space of about 15 minutes, the service manager came in with my paperwork, stated that the check was completed, and yes, I would need to bring it in at a later date for repair. The service manager barely looked at me, and seemed he just couldn't wait to get away from me. It seems that he received the message loud and clear about the poor service. Earlier this month, I brought in the vehicle for that second mandatory safety repair, the one in December that they told me I needed to do. They finally had the parts in. Not only was the vehicle immediately brought into the service bay, but I was told that it would take 2 hours to complete. About 50 minutes into the appointment, I received a call from the service manager stating that they were on schedule to have it completed on time. I thanked him for it. Sure enough, at the 2-hour mark, the paperwork was not only brought out to me in the lounge, but my vehicle was already waiting for me at the pickup area. Again, the service manager was so in a rush to give me my paperwork, he barely looked me in the eye. Again, he remembered my complaint. Within 2 days, not only did I receive an email survey regarding the service, but a phone call from the service manager's manager in regards to the repair. He asked me about it in detail. I explained to him that the service was completed on time as promised and that I was very happy with it. So what is the lesson learned? The lesson learned is if you have poor service, do not hesitate to complain, but do it not only respectfully, but have the facts to back it up. Something to think about. To learn more about A Fool for Learning and how I can assist you and your organization with an appropriate learning solution to meet your business needs, please visit my website at afoolforlearning.com. This is Joseph Barone, the CEO of A Fool for Learning, signing out. Remember, learn, perform, succeed.